Hello viewers, today I'm recording a video. Today is the day of the eclipse here in the United States. It's going to start in a few minutes and followed by another eclipse September 21st. So 7th September is a lunar eclipse and 21st September is the solar eclipse. It's the eclipse season, and I know there are a lot of people who are curious to know what eclipses do or do not, and there are pluses and minuses. No need to worry or fear, but definitely one can accept this fact that eclipses do bring changes, and changes are not aligned with our human nature. We do not want to go out of our comfort zone, so any change coming stresses us out. It makes us anxious, it makes us worried about the future, and sort of it affects our mental and physical health. So today I'm giving you a remedy that'll impact everybody, that'll benefit everybody irrespective of ascendant or moon sign. I know the astrologers tend to predict specific things tailored to each sign, but the remedy I'm talking about is not tailored. It is universal. If you practice it, it's very easy to do. If you practice it, it'll help you going through these eclipse phases. And later on, I'll explain to you the scientific basis of this remedy. So, what is this remedy? This is a stotra called Margabandhu Stotra. It's directed to Mahadeva, Shiva. So we all know Shiva is the destroyer, and Shiva is the ultimate in our Sanatana Dharma of yoga and of enlightenment and of knowing our true self through these processes. And Shiva is worshipped across the board, and it is very easy to worship Shiva. You can do the Abhishekam on the Shiva Lingam. You can also do meditation, prayers. Those are the regular things people do, worshippers do. But today I'm talking about this Margabandhu Stotram, which is a very unique stotram that you can find. If you Google it, you'll find Margabandhu Stotram anywhere. There are multiple sources for it. And this is a stotram that is long, yes, I agree. And if you can chant the whole of it, it is good, but I'm just chanting 2 lines of it. If you can do just these 2 lines, it will help as well. And I'll explain to you why. So what is this Margabandhu Stotram? In this stotra, we actually worship Shiva, Mahadeva, and ask his blessings and ask his presence around us while we go through our marg, our path. So he sort of holds our hand and makes us navigate this world safely. So the stotra goes like this. I'm not a great Sanskrit expert, so I'm just apologizing for my wrong pronunciation if I make any. But the purpose of this video is not to be correct on the Sanskrit pronunciation, as you'll find later. So let's first know the stotra. The stotra, the first 2 lines are like this. Shambhu Mahadeva Deva Shiva Shambhu Mahadeva Devesha Shambhu Shambhu Mahadeva Deva. So look at it, the way it is constructed, it's so scientific. So you see the breathing pattern that goes with it. So you inhale first and then you exhale while saying Shambhu Mahadeva Deva. Inhale, Shambhu Mahadeva Deva. So you allow all the air to go out, and there is still some air remaining in your lungs when you start again. Shambhu Mahadeva Devesha Shambhu. So look at this, the second line is longer than the first line. So the way the words are constructed, you will definitely have to exhale while you are chanting. So, Shambhu Mahadeva Deva. Some air is still remaining. You inhale again. Shambhu Mahadeva Devesha Shambhu. So you exhale longer. So that is the key. Now here, if you repeat this over and over again, just these two lines over and over again for a few minutes, you will feel calmer, your stress level will decrease, your anxiety level will decrease, and because of that, you will have clarity of your thought. Whatever thoughts are arising in your mind, you'll be able to look at them with more clarity, whether they are unfounded fears, whether they are meaningless worries about future, whether they are anger directed wrongly at someone or some event. All those things will be revealed to you once your mind calms down. And this breathing exercise will help you do that. Now I'll talk about the science behind this, why and how it helps you. So, you know, our system is controlled, this entire being, this existence, the way we live our life, we move, we talk, we act, we do work. Everything is controlled by our nervous system, right? The nervous system is the one which processes the outside signals, integrate into judgments and opinions, and then sends out signals for us to act on it. And this nervous system has three parts, right? One is a sensory motor nervous system, which is mostly regulated by, which is called central nervous system, which is the brain itself. But there is also the autonomic nervous system, which regulates the processes that are vital to our survival, like digestion, respiration, ultrafiltration through kidneys. All those things we do not have any control on. Like, we cannot modulate their function. They are still functional because the autonomic nervous system sends and receives messages from those organs. So that the name suggests, autonomic means it's beyond our control. But here's the thing, the ancient Rishis and the sages and scholars who studied this, they revealed that there are certain organs or certain processes in our system, in our body, which have mixed innervation. That means which can be dually controlled. So there is an autonomous control, but it is also under the control of the central nervous system. And breathing is one of those. So how do you know that? Because the breathing continues no matter what you do, what you think, what you are engaged in, right? You are not like breathing with awareness. You're not like, if you forget to breathe, the breathing still works. That's why you're alive. So that's the autonomic control. It still goes on, but you can also control your breathing. You can also purposefully, with intention, you can slow it down or you can make it faster, something like that. So dual control. Therefore, breathing has been used to actually, that's a tool that has been used in most of the sadhanas. Most, like, you have pranayama, you have all kinds of techniques under pranayama to regulate breathing. And why is it that? Because the breathing has direct connection with the mind, with the thought process, with the brain. And not only that, one of the longest nerve that goes from the brain to different organs in our body, this is the vagus nerve, which is the mixed nerve. Mixed nerves means it has components of the autonomic nervous system and central nervous system both. So through breathing, we tap into the potential of the vagus nerve that actually can help us slow down. It can control all the different organs it's innervating, and it can bring down the stress level and toxic metabolic product accumulation in those organs. And it also has a very positive impact on the brain. So by practice, these ancient sages and scholars have noticed that if you breathe in a particular fashion, then the positive impact starts to build up, and that is this breathing. There are different names to it. The Western practitioners have named it like box breathing, or many different kinds of breathing exists. But this one, what I'm trying to tell you is, you inhale and then you exhale longer. Inhale, exhale longer. Inhale, exhale longer. If you breathe with awareness, you will realize that exhaling actually turns on a feeling of relaxation within us. So whenever you are relaxed, you'll say, like the exhale that goes out with relaxation. So relaxation response is deeply connected with exhalation. And in this Margabandhu Stotram, you're forced to exhale longer because of the chanting, the way it is designed. It's beautiful. It's mind-boggling how people so long ago figured out these things and produced a very simple technique so that everybody can follow without even knowing the intricacies, the science behind it, and the details of complicated and sophisticated understanding of how it works. But just without knowing anything, if you do that, it'll calm down your mind. It'll develop a sense of clarity within you. You do not have to do any kind of meditation or hard practices to sit in one place and do it. No. Yeah, of course, make sure that you're sitting with your back straight so that your lungs and your breathing goes unimpeded. Otherwise, obstruction will create problem. But other than that, you can sit whatever way you want in a relaxed position. And during the eclipse, try to chant this Margabandhu Stotram. So I'm going to chant these 2 lines once over again and then stop. And please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Like the video, share it with friends and family. If you think my content is of relevance to you, and more people should learn these beneficial techniques. Thank you, and here it goes. Shambho Mahadeva Deva, Shiva Shambho Mahadeva Devesha Shambho, Shambho Mahadeva Deva, Shiva Shambho Mahadeva Devesha Shambho, Shambho Mahadeva Deva. Namaskar.